Hey, can we confirm we're getting good voiceover commentary on the live stream? Hey, can we confirm we're getting good voiceover commentary on the live stream?
Absolute beginners came to Georgetown. They were wearing Harris tweed and pork pie hats. They'd slit your throat and throw you in the gutter, but it's all you can expect from men like that. The bus is bound for Niles Bend and Harbor. The ladies wear perfume to scar your nose, and the only way to reach them is to scare them. But of that you know little, I suppose. It's a magical and mystical performance as you perambulate right down the road, with your pockets full of stardust and perfection, and Jesus on your side and in your soul. She had rings on every finger and 10 bracelets, some touch with powers given by sin. contemplated giving her his wristwatch. The time for him had long since gone its way. Of the city he would shuffle, while spinning on his heels and chewing beef. He had promised her he'd be a vegetarian, but he could not control his lust for meat. Some say she left the streets for greater glory, but others said that she was big with child. Whatever was the truth, it did not matter. He would hunt her down and cut her with his smile. Last time he was seen was by the pawn shop. He traded 2 gold teeth for a sack of corn, and he would plant it on the outskirts of the city as a warning that he would someday return. He said he never found her and he's still looking. It is said he searches rivers for some sign, but the truth is that he caught her down in Georgetown with a Spaniard who had left his wife behind. Absolute beginners came to Georgetown. They were wearing Harris tweed and pork pie hats. They'd slit your throat and throw you in the gutter, but it's all you can expect from men like that. The bus is bound for Niles Bend Harbor. The ladies wear perfume to scar your nose, and the only way to reach them is to scare them. But of that you know little, I suppose. It's a magical and mystical performance as you perambulate right down the road, with your pockets full of stardust and perfection, and Jesus on your side and in your soul. She had rings on every finger and 10 bracelets, some touched with powers given by a sage. He had contemplated giving her his wristwatch. The time for him had long since gone its way.
Hey, thanks so much, Jeff Webb, for popping by the live stream. I definitely appreciate you swinging by to say hello. I know that it's a busy afternoon of production for you guys, so taking time out of your busy schedule definitely means a lot. I do appreciate it. And best of luck with your partner's live stream and any other social activities you guys have planned in your show for the afternoon. So for anybody else, thanks so much for swinging by the live stream this afternoon. I do appreciate it. It's a highly unusual day for me to live stream 3 times, but I took some time off today. It's a good day for playing games. Just want to need those headphones, eh? So we're going to try and get in at least an hour this afternoon. I may have some forces conspiring against me to prevent me from doing so. We'll see how that goes. Still did not really get caught up on sleep last night, so we were going with an afternoon caffeine spark. I usually just drink coffee in the morning, or some type of stimulant in the morning and the evening. But we're chugging a little this afternoon, so desperate times call for desperate measures. Let's see, this is our last save game file. So I got a little bit of an itch today between this morning's live stream and now. I was considering shifting over, maybe play a little PUBG. I really wound up spending a lot of time considering my lack of multiplayer activity and thinking about what games I should additionally load on this recently upgraded PC. And I think I came up with a list of 6 or 7 multiplayer-focused games that I'm going to wind up loading to expand the library that I have on here. Usually, I load like a ridiculous number of games on a gaming PC, but this one, well, we're a couple things. We're heading into our Game of the Year discussions on the Enough to Keep Going network podcasting channel on YouTube. And so I wanted to be very focused with what I loaded on this PC and make sure that it was kind of skinned down to help me out with the push towards
This place is becoming a home again.
prepping for that end of the year show. I only loaded about 7 PC titles on here, maybe 10 total. I know the Steam list is very skinny, and then on top of that I loaded Destiny 2, Fortnite, Unreal Tournament, and Battlefield 5. I kept it fairly light, but I know my buddy Guerrilla 3491 has mentioned that he wants to get back into VR, which VR is a heavy workload of a activity to be involved in.
We're hitting an EDM administrative building south of the Alex now. Can you help us out?
It takes a lot of setup and prep time.
Artillery base. Their guns are about to fire on dust.
It's a slightly different streaming setup than I normally run, because normally I don't run with my stream going out from the PC I'm actually playing on. I split that between 2 machines. With VR, that doesn't work well. It generally works better if I actually stream from the same machine that I'm playing on.
ADF artillery is firing on dust as we speak. You must hurry.
Supposed to get in here. Once again, I paid little to no attention to the briefing, so I can only hope that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. climbing into the dump truck? Nope. Zero of 10 tasks completed. I would assume I'm just supposed to come over here and pick people up. That would have made sense for why you would bring a dump truck, but nobody's... Are people trapped in here, or what? What?
I'm gonna need these painkillers.
So it looks like I'm supposed to run around and grab some data out. Hey Diana, how you doing? Thank you very much for joining in the live stream this afternoon. You guys have a snow day today?
I'm busting you out. 2 objectives down.
Good. Keep at it. We're seeing EDF movement across the sector.
Not exactly sure how these people are supposed to get out and survive. If they're not going to jump in and get a ride.
Move it. Time to go.
Oh, there's a different vehicle. Somebody's stuck all the way up here. I don't know that I can get a vehicle up here. It's weird. Where am I supposed to be going? Something doesn't feel right. No stuff for us. Where am I supposed to be? Alright. Somebody needs help here. At least. Oh, come on. Yeah. Physics. Not in here. What McHale are they? Is there an upper level to this thing? There's an upper level, I bet. Figure it out, figure it out. Oh. Outside staircase. Vehicle. Jump it! Go! What's the other thing? So have you done any gaming today, Diana?
It's safe here. Come with me. Fifth objective's been cleared.
The EDF are pulling off.
Taking a shortcut. I don't know if this was smart. Don't hit the gorillas. Come on, get off of that. Upper level again. It looked like there was an upper level. Yeah, I definitely understand those days when there was no gaming. Well, it's still kind of my life, which is no gaming until normally the kids are asleep for the night. Just trying to do it during the day is just too much of a pain. I don't understand. Interior staircase this time. Okay. So, it's another system that I will have to be aware of.
Okay, found the files.
Less than graceful. It's easier than going all the way around.
Got the data. 3 more to go.
We'll make the EDF pay for this.
I always do that. Oh. Okay. Let's not make an issue out of this right now. There's another thing right here. So,
Okay.
as I usually
found the
game when I
files.
stream. Oh, busy mom. Yeah. Taking too much damage. I don't think that's a way through. Yeah, that's kind of essentially become my shtick too. Is now the vast majority of my gaming. Well, it's streaming is my gaming. I used to try and time manage them separately, but oh. And actually, in a lot of ways, it's oh no. Mission failed for one colonist being killed? Come on. But life is actually a lot easier and a lot stressful when I just manage them concurrently and consider them one and the same.
Command wants
I used to try and make sure.
office building just south of the outpost. We could use extra help.
I used to try and make sure that I had specific gaming time. And then discrete live streaming time. And like I said, I was just stressing myself out
You've intercepted a transmission to an EDF artillery base.
with trying to make schedules and getting live streams started on time, trying to do all the other stuff that I did, so I'm just trying to,
their withdrawal from the sector. Dust will soon be free.
hate to say it, but to a certain extent, give up on some things and just acknowledge, you know, I'm not going to be able to, like,
move quickly.
post to my blog, you know, 3-4 times a week and
Firing on dust as we speak. You must
all the
hurry.
other things that I used to do. But I think it's easier if I take a speed buggy.
EDF is taken care of. We can start worrying about snow.
Seems to be that speed is the better part of the day. Whew.
We're transmitting the coordinates of your objectives. Save those people and supplies before it's too late.
Go, 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 go. Didn't it seem like the marker indicated there was a person in there? I read that wrong. Oh, there's a door right here. Guess they two birds with one stone. Yeah, and I mean, I'm still gonna try and squirrel away some like off-stream time.
Got the medical supplies.
I just, I don't know. I'm trying to gauge. Most of the time, I feel like I can think more clearly when I'm not streaming because I'm not trying to talk all the time. But I will say, you know, for somebody who gets concerned about, you know, what is my brain going to be like as I get older.
Don't worry. We'll get you out.
You know, for instance, playing the single-player campaign in this, which I'm about 9 hours into now.
2 objectives down.
Good. Keep at
The
it.
recent memories of playing this
Across the sector.
resonate a little more strongly when it's commingled with, you know, the memories of like the discussions I've had, you know, with you and with Aaron and other viewers. So it may be that my notion that you know, my gaming while live streaming was somehow less resonant
Stay here.
might be incorrect. Marauder. Alright, I'm gonna head for this one on the far left. Come on. Now, come on! Now, what's aggravating is with the fact that, blasted. Every time. Always seems that I'm gonna lose chat. The app, Android app, just pops out of the Facebook window for no reason. But yeah, so it may be that my theory that, might actually be remembering things better due to the fact of live streaming and engaging in conversations with people. This one back here. Go! Marauders. Thank goodness this thing is not timed. Get out of the way. Now what's interesting is, I think I took that out.
This building's coming down.
I wonder if that means, is this vehicle still viable? Oh, it is. I've never got a chance to drive a Marauder. Guess it does that to me. Oh! Now what aggravates me is they nicked me the mission for one person getting killed, so what's aggravating is this Marauder is not armed. I was sure, almost absolutely certain that I've seen them fire stuff off these things. Yeah, the interaction helps the memory stick. Yep. Or at least it seems like it may be.
No.
Stay out of the way, dude. What's gonna bug me is if I wind up failing this mission because I hit somebody with a hammer or run somebody over.
Got the data. 5th objective's been cleared.
Right. The EDF are pulling
So,
out.
Diana, do you find that most people joining your live streams, are they coming there because they like kind of the RPG, JRPG kind of stuff that you like to play, or is it Nintendo fans in general, or I mean, what would you, how would you describe the demographic of the type of viewers who show up to your live streams?
Okay, found the files.
Jump backwards out the window. Oh no! Now I'm stuck. Ah, great. Alright. Have to get up close. Personal. Go to the assault rifle. There's another Marauder vehicle here. And accept. And our mission objective right here. I have a mixed friends I've made, newcomers who like the game, and others are mostly Zelda or Nintendo fans, and I have the troll once in a while. Yeah, I fortunately haven't gotten a real troll. I've had a guy who was like, anytime I like stopped to talk or something, he was like yelling and screaming at me about, come on, play the game. And this is, you know, when I had somebody in the live stream who I knew, and I was trying to, you know, trying to talk to about a particular thing. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm really concerned that, they're gonna fail me on a mission for running over a civilian. Ooh. Now, of course, something similar to this is what I want in real life.
Get the hell out of here!
I don't think I'm going to be allowed to get it, though. I've been trying to offer this as an acceptable alternative to a two-wheel. I love the destructive environments of this, but like getting hung up on these little bits and pieces really frustrates the heck out of me. Great, need to get off of that. Even the little, oh! And here we go again. I got yelled at sometimes. If I'm not talking about the game only, I kind of tell them you can just kick rocks, right?
Command wants us to clear out an EDF office building.
So this stands in stark contrast to this morning's session, where I actually got a lot of stuff done in a very small amount of time. Definitely aggravating that for some reason now it's being ridiculously difficult.
To an EDF artillery base. Their guns are about to fire on dust. We need you to save essential. EDF artillery is firing on dust as we speak. You must hurry.
Wish I could figure out like a really. This seems like a mission that is very much a bunch of busy work. I wish I could figure out a way to really efficiently run it. Okay, why is the checkpoint sign so flipping structurally resilient? I would have thought.
We're transmitting the coordinates of your objectives. Save those people and supplies before it's too late.
Gotcha, Chief. What I really need to figure out is a very quick way to determine if whatever I gotta get is on the first floor here.
Move it, time to go!
I also wish I could tell. I wonder if it's just you get really wrapped around the axle about driving the vehicle, because I thought that was quicker.
Get out of here, this is no place
A
to
lot of
hide.
times, these missions, it's actually just quicker to proceed on foot.
2 objectives down.
Good. Keep at it. We're seeing EDF movement across the sector.
At least maybe that's the case. It's also tough for me to tell. Because there's no way of telling distance on the mini-map.
Found the meds.
I do blind playthroughs and people get upset. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that I don't have any tolerance for. The whole, like, you know, there's this expectation that when you're live streaming, you're like an expert at that game or like one of the best at that game. I'm like, it's not why I live stream. There are plenty of competitive gamers that you can go watch play that stuff for skill. So I tried to relabel when I had to recreate my page, I tried to label it something that convey that, like, I've tried to explain to people for a very long time, like, when I get home from work, like, I don't have anything to prove to anybody, right?
You're not safe here.
Like, this is not what I do to ensure I have a healthy self-ego. Oh, no you don't. Oh, did he? Marauders are tough. That dude withstood a swing from the hammer. Hope this person is in here on the second floor. It seems like whenever there's a second floor building, they are never on the first floor. May not be the case here, though, as I am not finding them. That's the fastest way to go. They are down here on the first floor for the first blasted time. Of course they would be.
We're evacuating the town. Let's go.
This reminds me of Smuggler's Run on PlayStation 1. Like, streaming is just fun. People calm your tits. Right, exactly. I mean, more so than ever. I mean, as we've been talking, this is social. This is the equivalent of, like, when you would play a game in school and your buddy would come over and sit on the couch and watch you play. Which is why a lot of times in my announce I always talk about, you know, grabbing a seat on the virtual couch. No. Gotta figure out where this other blasted place is. No, come on, don't. Get the vehicle under control. Here we go. So yeah, I just want people to come by and talk about games. Like, it's not trying to get the high score. And so I still kind of find it funny when people talk about beating a game. Like, you didn't beat the game. I really don't. I've never even understood that verbiage. Play the game through to completion? Yeah, that I get.
Okay, down the files.
But yeah, like you were saying the other day, right? My objective is to find a circle of, you know, cool people. Just because I feel like multiplayer, like fun, I don't know what you would call it, healthy, socially healthy multiplayer is difficult to find these days. So, you know, the equivalent surrogate for that for me today is
3 more to go.
you know, having people in my live stream or finding cool people to hang out in their streams. I think I'm gonna hoof it. Of course. Get out the way. Of course I would pick the tough wall to... Come here, Marauder. I'm not gonna let you stay alive and find some time to harass me later. I always say complete, but I usually never complete a game. I just make it through the story. Right. Well, and of course I was just remembering some research the other day, and this came out years ago, that like less than 50% of all gamers ever complete games that they buy. Yeah, this is a much better way to play it, is just hoof it, and if I happen to come across a vehicle that's sitting out in the clear, grabbing it then is much better than trying to drive one out of these areas. Oh, Marauders. I'll deal with you guys later.
Let's
Get out of here. Come on. And the problem is the Marauders do a lot of damage if they make contact with you.
Just one more left.
Cool. You can do it, Mason. Alright, here we go. Strangely seems like a building that I've
There, you're free.
knocked some walls down on before. Nope. Not happening, Marauder. Get out of here with that trash.
I'm done. Now what?
Get back to base before you get your head blown off.
Yeah, you gotta find a vehicle for that, buddy. Oh! Unbelievable. That vehicle just got blasted. Right in front of me. Oh! No, Marauder. Nope. Nope. Hilarious, I just carjacked it. He's gonna get left behind here in the artillery zone. If I could get the blasted thing out of here. Come on. No! Come on, what is that? What is that? There we go. This game also reminds me, you mentioned smugglers, it also reminds me a lot of,
Intel on that device you took from the Marauders.
Forget the device. How are we gonna win this war?
also reminds me a lot of Just Cause 4 in terms of, I am going to try and jump that canyon. In terms of just the mass chaos that happens in there, completely ridiculous things that will occur in the amount of time that you're in the game. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I start playing and take a couple months and come back and finish the main story, and then it's next. I have so many games that I've never even played. Yeah, and I've been trying to like pull myself out of that, but my objective is, I mean, when I buy a game, it's never to complete it. Like that, I mean, it's typically hasn't mattered to me. I mean, there are some stories that I like to complete, but my problem is like I'm not gonna miss out on other games that come by in my effort to complete one game. And what I can't stand doing is I can't stand playing like one game. Like I have friends and I love them. In fact, I feel like it's the vast majority of gamers and friends of mine who are gamers who like they buy a game and that's the one thing that they play for like a month. It's like they don't play anything else, even though, you know, we both have multiplayer games that we like to play. It's like, I mean, these are the friends who, like, when you ask them, hey, let's play some whatever, and they go, oh, no, man, I'm not playing anything, like, until I finish X. And I'm like, I can't obsessively fixate on one game like that for a duration of time, unless it's like a quick playthrough that I can complete in, like, 4 days or so.
An entire town. There's just a crater back there. You people are outmanned and outgunned.
You people. I thought you were one of us.
What's the point of fighting a war we can't win? They'll blow us, our towns, our whole planet to hell.
Not before they have this. The enemy's hunting for it.
The Marauder device.
So I'm meaning to
What does
look
it
up
do?
the voice actors for
We
this if I
don't
can
know
find
yet.
them.
It's based on some kind of nanotech.
Well, if the EDF wants it,
We can't let them have it. Samanya is going to help us determine exactly what we've got here.
To make this device work, I'll need better equipment.
It's interesting. There's a lot more Red Faction games in the franchise than I realized.
A lot more.
Oh, so Troy Baker was actually one of the characters in this.
I'm on it.
Gary Walgren. There's some like
If that thing turns out to be some Martian can opener.
Tom Virtue. There's actually some significant voice acting talent on this game. I did not think it was that big a deal. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and see everybody who's in here. Troy Baker, man, I wouldn't have thought that. Well, that's probably because back in 2009. Okay, cool, very cool. We liberated the town. No, I play multiple games around the same time. Yeah, exactly. Now again, I'm a little fixated right now because, like I said, it's the holiday season. It's the holiday season. We're trying to pound through like any remaining 2018 releases that we need to play before we do our Game of the Year show, which we did last year. It's just this time it's a little heavier load.
Salvage is worth a lot on Mars. We'll need...
I don't know, maybe because there's more games I didn't play. I still don't have enough for the blasted rocket launcher. Alright, let's do the Guerrilla Express. I don't know if I'm going to ever wind up getting the rocket launcher because I keep getting distracted by other upgrades that I can grab. Proximity mines. And every time I say, alright, rocket launcher's next, some other available upgrade comes up. In fact, the guys are having a lot of conversation now, I think, because they're trying to get the agenda for tomorrow night's show together. Unfortunately, I cannot participate just yet. And then, of course, I have the What's Your Issue podcast tonight, and I have not finished reading my comics for that. Oh, my little marauder bike is here. What the heck was that? See. Alright, so Dust has been liberated. Now we have a whole brand new area. Badlands. Wait. That's Dust. Oh. Oasis. Okay. See, I thought Martian Council. PDF artillery base. I think I've been confused over what a territory is. Okay, but we own Parker. And we own Dust. I guess Badlands is next. So, where am I right now? Okay, I'm in a safe house in the Badlands. Alright. Go for a mission briefing. I watched your tech one from last night. None of it applies to me because I don't care about lighting. Oof. Yeah, so this is the thing I didn't say last night. And let me just throw this out, and you can do with it what you will. The thing I meant to say last night and didn't is the one thing I would say about lighting is don't do. My recommendation would be to don't do nothing about it. I did that for years. I didn't care. I felt it was too complicated. But I will say, like, you know, there are very simple things you can do. Like, even if you just get, like, a lamp, a floor lamp, or a task lamp, or just put some additional light, like, near you where the camera will catch it, or in a way that illuminates you, I feel like it just improves the overall quality of the stream so much. Now, Dana, do you use a camera for your streams? Because if you don't use a camera, of course you don't need lighting at all. And I know I feel like there's value in cameras, but I know not everyone likes it. I know some people just don't like being on camera.
The EDF are launching attacks from that outpost here in the Badlands. We need to shut them down.
I have a lamp on my desk and one to the side. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah.
That bridge gets a lot of traffic from EDF convoys. You'll need more.
So, yeah, absolutely. You don't have to do the things that I recommended. And like I said, I think the people who will benefit from those predominantly are people who are doing additional... I mean, you get bigger bang for the buck if you're doing other video content as well. Keep mistakenly hitting the E button. But yeah, if you just do something. I do use the camera sometimes. I'm lazy and turn it off. I'm not a camera person. No, I completely understand it. And I used to deliberately like to do some streams without a camera. And sometimes I still do, because sometimes the capture card that I'm using cannot integrate with OBS. And then I'm like, well, am I gonna use a standalone camera and then map it in post? And sometimes I do that, but a lot of times like I just don't feel like it.
Before you start this mission.
It is green. Just went to green.
EDF soldiers in Oasis fired on a worker rally and killed 58 people. Dozens more are injured. We're sending them a truckload of medical supplies. But these checkpoints block the shortest route to Oasis. Your job is to neutralize each checkpoint before our truck arrives. The turrets pose the greatest threat and are your top priority. The faster we get to Oasis, the more lives we save.
Alright. Guess we got some work to do. We're doing it on time.
Let's go, Mason. First checkpoint is on your map.
Got it. Wait here till I give the all clear.
I still also need to get on gamer lengths and figure out exactly about how long. I think my curiosity cannot resist it, so if you'll bear with me for a second. Hoping this is a quick look up. Getting to game links isn't the problem. The problem's going to be whether or not this game comes up in the database. Red faction. Come on. Huh. So it says 18 hours of gameplay in the single-player campaign. I may be taking longer than that. It's probably certainly the case. Trying to make sure none of these are priority messages coming in. So yeah, Dana, don't feel bad if my tech talk does not do you any good. Am I supposed to take these things down? I assume that's the case. Take down? That seems strange. Where is, maybe I do need to take this down. Maybe this is a communications array on top of this thing. Ooh, looks like I'm getting some good salvage. Taking an awfully long time. Now, as I start getting pressed for time on these objectives, I may have to switch from using the hammer and start using those remote charges, which I have kind of refused to use extensively. Some of these structural beams, man, they're starting to frustrate me. These things are armored. Okay, it looks like... Oh, huh. I completed the objective. Nice. Very cool. Ooh. I'm trying to get this thing to whatever my objective is. I'm gonna read your message in just 1 second here, guy. this road is twistier than normal. I think just that episode, I'm excited to see what else you come up with. I'm always looking to learn things that started out in April and do nothing. I've learned so much. Yeah, yes, yeah. Theoretically, I'm about halfway through the single-player campaign. I don't know that that's... Why is this thing not turning? This thing is auto-aiming a bit. Not the way I really wanted to. Come on, hit that guy. Oh, he's aggravating.
Damn it, not again!
Castle walls here. Yeah, so the next episodes are going to be microphones and then video editing software are the two things that people have asked for. I don't know if the turrets are down. Alright. So slow. What the heck? Man, I need to get a hammer upgrade. Alright, get out of the way of the tower. Alright, so one of the towers is down. Where's the other tower I needed? Why is this thing objective? Ah! I gotta go try to be back in about 30 minutes then. Okay, thanks so much for saying. I'm actually probably gonna be getting off here in about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. I will be back on tonight, if you're around then, or I'll pop by your stream. Just let me know. Yeah, I suspect my kids, I'll be lucky if I get another 5 minutes of my kids napping. They've been so resistant to going down this afternoon. But thanks so much for stopping by. I do really appreciate it. It's always great talking to you whenever you come through. Good conversation. Good luck with your kids this afternoon. Alright, so we'll try running this mission in the Badlands once again.
Soldiers in a...
I need to figure out a way to start doing this a little more quickly. I don't know that
Let's go, Mason.
I'm really responsible for...
Got it. Wait here till I give the all clear.
I don't know that I'm actually responsible for... Okay, well, I'll try to get you tonight. Yeah, thanks so much. I do appreciate it. Take care and good luck. And again, thanks so much for swinging by. I always love it when you swing by. Yeah, with always thanks. What I need to do instead of trying to take things down is I just need to
Coming up on the checkpoint now. The road better be clear.
just need to take some of these things down. Taking an awful lot of damage. This dude's still in here. Yeah, I'm trying to help you out, man. Okay. Now, once he's clear, I think I just need to get in here. Come on, come on, come on. Thanks, Diana. I appreciate it. I think I just need to go on to the next objective. Looks like he's moving. Ooh. Nope, that is not what you need to do. Where is he? Is he still coming up the road? I thought he was. Where the heck is he? Why is he still all the way back there? The whole point of me. Oh, great. Got that thing stuck. I thought he was all clear. Does he need me in the truck? I can't get in the truck. I thought I had completed everything back here that I needed to. Maybe he's waiting for me to go all the way up to the exclamation mark. Clear that stuff out. Give that a whirl. I thought he was going to be coming up the road behind me. These guys are already dead. No, you don't. So I think I'm going to take a different approach to this. Come in over the top here. Really dislike this physics model and how you can glitch it out so badly. Overland, over the mountain approach is definitely a better tactical option, I think. Now I wish I did have remote charges. Oh, is that a mech suit? Is that a mech suit? Now let's get it. Jump jets. Oh, it is on like Donkey Kong now. Time for stuff to get wrecked. Come on, not again. Where's Oh. Oh, that's
It's all under control. Just step on it.
Where's my left shift key?
I'm in range now. Please tell me those turrets are down.
Come on, turn the thing around. Trying to. This is why they wanted you to get stuff done very quickly. The property destroyed. Vehicle. Okay. Let's not waste any time. Things destroyed. Where? Okay, cool. Very cool.
Hold this position.
I'll handle the EDF. You just get the supplies through.
Oh. Wow. What do we got here? Oh, tank! Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to come back with enough to buy the rocket launcher after this. Oh. It's a wily one.
We're almost in the clear.
I don't see anybody else coming through. Oh. Thought I felt a little small arms fire. Actually wanted to drive that tank out of here. Very cool. Awesome. Alright, well, like I said, this afternoon was just going to be a quick up-down live stream for me. I think that's going to have to do it. What I need to do is I need to get back to... Ooh, I am stranded way far out in the Badlands. I guess the nearest safe house is technically back here in Dust. Oh, now I can warp? Very cool, fast travel. Awesome. Man, that's going to really open the game up. So I'm curious as to whether or not I'm really within 7 hours of completing this. We'll have to see. I'm going to put in some more time tonight on the final live stream of this arc of an accounting of third measures. I didn't wind up using the arc welder. I'm going to keep with the loadout that I've been rolling with, though. Unless... Oh, the tough thing to decide is what's going to replace if I am able to get the rocket launcher. What is it going to replace or displace? Nano Forge. Mysterious Marauder device. Yeah, alright, finally. Rocket launcher.
Just be careful where you aim that.
Lots of upgrades available for the rocket launcher as well. Remote charge count. Still not willing to invest in that. So now I do need to hit the weapon shack. Should potentially change out my loadout. Pistol. Go with the rocket launcher in position 2 now. In 3, we're gonna put the assault rifle, and in 4, yeah, so I'm gonna drop the pistol. Very cool. Let's just verify. Hammer. Rocket launcher. Let's reload it. Assault rifle. And the arc welder. Alright. Well, thanks so much for anybody who happened to join in the live stream this afternoon. Thanks so much, Diana, for you swinging through. I will be back on tonight about probably about 11 o'clock tonight. Sorry. I forgot that again. I have the What's Your Issue podcast to record. So once we get through with that, which I can't figure out when I'm going to find the time to prep for that, but somehow I need to get that done. And then once we're done with that, I will be going live probably about 11 o'clock. So, thanks so much for anybody who happened to join in. Once again, my name has been Agaskally Stamos from GearWorks.com, the E2KG Network podcasting channel, and the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel, as well as the For Love of Game page on Facebook. Until next time, happy hunting, stay safe out there, take care of yourself, play the games that you like, stream the games that you love, and let's all make a pledge towards being less toxic and no toxicity. And so hopefully, so you guys will join me next time around for the final play arc, the final session that I'm going to be playing Red Faction Guerrilla. And after that, I'll be switching over to the Xbox One and finally getting a go at Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So that's going to do it for me. I'm out. Let's head over to the stream is ending screen and roll credits.
Love, I see you in the sunshine, shining up above. You feel so special now, with sand upon my feet as we walk around the town. I love to see you smile, I love to touch your sun, I love to feel a warm wave splashing upon me. I got you, you got me, this is where we want to be. Living it up in the sunshine. Fast cars, you take me for a ride. You make me feel so special, like new all the time. We'll watch the sun go down, sand up on my feet while we're playing